Hello students, we are going to study about circles. This is basically the figure when we can say that if I am taking one point and the that fixed point distance is same everywhere. If I will be taking this point, the distance is going to be same. This distance will be also r. If I am taking this point, so this distance is going to be also r. So if I am saying a circle, circle is a closed figure in which distance from a fixed point is always same. Distance from the fixed point means O. That fixed point is known as center of the circle. I am saying center of the circle. And the distance which is fixed means the distance value will be fixed for a given circle. Means if I am saying for this circle which I have constructed, the distance will be always equal to r because I have taken the length r. So the distance here is coming r, and which is fixed, and the distance from the fixed point is means you can take any point on the circumference. Circumference means the boundary of the circle, and the distance from the center is always equal to r. Now three conditions can occur. If the point is on the circle, so its distance will be equal to r as it is on the circumference. Means I am saying if it is on the circumference, here it is on the circumference, so its distance will be equal to r. If I am saying point is outside the circle, this point is outside the circle, if this distance I am taking it as x, entire distance I am taking it as x, so x will be greater than r. Means we can say that in this case point is outside the circle. Now in the third case I can say if point is inside the circle, in that case it should be x should be less than r. The distance of the point from the center should be less than the distance of the point from the circumference. That is clear to you? Means I am saying that from the center the point distance is x, and from center the point distance is r. So x is less than r. Means we can say that point will be lying on the inside the circle. So this is up to center regarding the point. Now we'll be discussing about codes. Okay. Now we are going to study about code. First of all, I am drawing one circle. This is one circle, and in this circle, if I am taking chord is the line joining two points on the circle. Means I am saying if this point is lying on the circle, this point is A and this point is B. These are the 2 points which is lying on the circle, and the line joining this 2 point is known as chord. See, this is the center. Now we have to analyze that this is also a chord, line joining any 2 points on the circle, that is known as chord. So from here one thing we can analyze or we can see from here, as we are moving, these are also chords, these are also chords. As we are moving towards the center, this, so you can see that the length of the chord is increasing as we are moving towards the center. Or you can see in the different way, as you are moving away from the center, distance of chord is decreasing. So you can say in either of the way, as the distance from the center is less, means chord length will be more. As the distance from the center is center and chord distance is more, so chord length is less. So this is regarding chord, and I can say that the chord, the longest chord is the diameter. This is the longest chord because the distance from the center is 0. So in this case it is the maximum chord length, or we can say that this is diameter. Diameter is basically the length of the chord will be maximum. So this is regarding chord. Now I will be discussing secant. Secant is basically if I am taking 2 points and the figure in line in which meets a circle of in 2 points is called a secant of the line circle. In figure PQ is the secant of the circle with center O. PQ is secant of the circle with center O. So this is secant of a circle. Now I can say about the secant is basically the line which is outside the circle as well as it is cutting the circle also. So this is known as secant. Now the next part is basically we'll be discussing about arc of a circle. So arc, basically we have to discuss about arc. Okay. So now we'll be discussing about arc of a circle. If I'm saying about arc of a circle, so you can understand arc in two ways. Arc of a circle with center O. So you can understand arc in two ways. If I'm saying A is one of the point, B is another point. If I have to move from A to B, so two ways are there. A to B. I am naming this point as P and this point as Q. If I am taking the path from A, P, B, so this is one kind of arc. A, P, B. This is a arc. Means we have to start from A and we have to reach B. So two directions are there in which we can reach B. This is one of the direction and this is another direction in which we can reach from A, Q, B. This is also one of the direction in which we can reach. So APB is known as minor arc. This is the shortest length, that's why it is known as minor arc. And AQB is equal to major arc. This is regarding arc. AQB is major arc. As we can see with respect to as we are moving from A to B. So two ways are there, AQB or APB. So AQB is the major arc and APB is the minor arc. Now the next thing we'll be discussing about a sector of a circle. Sector. For sector, again same thing is required. See, this is O. If I am taking this point as A and this point as B, if I am joining these 2 points with a line segment, so this is the minor sector and this is the major sector. The area formed by the arc with center O, that is known as the minor sector, and the area formed by the major sector, this is known as major sector. Major arc with center O is known as the major sector. Now I can say about the segment. This is arc. A to B is arc and A to B in this direction is also arc. This is anti-clockwise direction if we are going from A to B. Just we are joining the lines A to O and D to O. So this is major arc, major sector, and this is minor sector. Now the next thing is segment. Segment is basically, if I am taking this center O, now segment, again 2 points I am taking A and B. So in this, first thing is you have to join these 2 lines, points. So we are joining these 2 points A and B. Now A to B is known as arc and the area formed in A to B line is known as chord. So we can see that the area between the arc and the chord is known as segment. So this is one of the segment and this is also a segment. This is known as major segment and this is known as minor segment. So these are 2 things we should be knowing about, major segment as well as minor segment. So the next part is we will be discussing is about concentric circle. Concentric means center will be same. If I am drawing different circles of different radii, but the main thing we have to see that is the center length will be means center will be same. So this is known as concentric circle. Con means same, centered circles. So this is concentric circle. equal circle. Now I am saying about equal circle. As the word is saying equal, means two circles will be of equal length. This is R1 and this is R2. So if these two circles are of equal circle, means I can say R1 is equal to R2. So this is about the different parts or the different terms related to circle. Now I will be moving to theorem part. Okay, we are going to discuss theorem 15.1, that is basically, and this we have to say that what is given to us is that if a OM is perpendicular to AB, means the line passing through O is perpendicular to the chord AB. In this case, if means given part is OM is perpendicular to AB, so I can say that AM will be equal to MB. This is the statement of theorem 1. Means if a line passing through O is perpendicular to the length AB, which is chord, in that case I can say that AM will be equal to MB. Now in the second part, converse means this is given to us, means AM is equal to MB is given to us. Now in the second converse theorem, I have to say that AM is perpendicular, AM is equal to MB is given to us, means given part here is AM is equal to MB, and we have to prove that, we'll be proving that if AM is equal to MB, then that implies OM will be perpendicular to AB. So this is converse, means in this case first was given to us OM, means the line passing through O is perpendicular to the chord AB. In that case, that implies AM is equal to MB. Means if the line passing through O is perpendicular to AB, in that case AM is equal to MB. And in the second case, if AM is equal to MB, means we are discussing converse. If AM is equal to MB, means chord is bisected, that implies we can say that OM, the line through O, will be perpendicular to AB. This is the statement, or we can say theorem 2. Now the third theorem, in this way we have to see that if the length of the chords are equal, if I am saying length of chords are equal, means AB is equal to CD. If length are equal, means we can say that the distance from the center will be also equal. Why I am saying distance from the center is also equal? Because suppose this is center and here I am drawing one chord and here I am drawing one chord. So distance from the center is same. So the length will be also same. So here it is given to us AB is equal to CD. So we can say that OM will be equal to ON. OM will be equal to ON. This is theorem 3. Means if length of the chords are equal, then distance from the centers will be also equal. This is theorem 15.3. Now 15.4, if the distance from the center is equal, means in this case OM will be equal to ON. If this is given to us, then we can say that length of chord will be also equal. Means AB will be equal to CD. So this we can say that AB will be equal to CD. Means if I am saying the distance from the center is equal, means the length of the chord will be equal. So this is discussion of theorems. Now I will be discussing some questions related to it. So we are going to discuss now the second point is we are going to discuss some questions. So in the first question it is given to us, calculate the length of chord which is at a distance of 12 cm from the center of a circle of radius 13 cm. We have to calculate the length of the chord AB. Means we have to calculate. In this, what thing is given to us is that radius of the circle is given, OA is given to us, that I am writing it as 13 cm, and the distance from the center, that is OP is given to us is 12 centimeter, and we know that the perpendicular drawn from the center will be bisecting the chord. Means in this case, how will be proceeding? We have to find the length of the chord AB. But first thing we'll be finding is the length AP. If I'm knowing about AP, then I'll be just multiplying it by 2, because AP plus PB and AP is equal to PB. Means this and this part are equal. Means 2 times. I can say twice of AP is equal to AB. So in this case, as I know that this triangle is right angle triangle. In triangle OAP, OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square. In this 13 square is equal to 12 square plus AP square. In this AP 13 square is 169. This I will be taking to left hand side. It will become 144, and I am taking root of this AP. So AP is coming out to be 25. Means root of 25 means 5 centimeter. Now AB will be twice of AP, means 2 into 5. Means AP I have found, and AB will be twice of AP, which is coming out to 2 into 5 is 10 centimeter. So this is question number 1. Now in question number 3, it is given a chord of length. Chord of length 8 centimeter, means AB length is given to us. Now I will be finding AP, because AP we can find easily, because AP will be half of AB. AP will be 8 by 2, which is equal to 4 centimeter. Now in triangle, and the distance from the center is also given. OP length is also given. OP length is given to us in question number 3 is 3 centimeter. Means in triangle OAP, OA square is the hypotenuse, is equal to OP square plus AP square. So here OA square 3 square plus 4 square. So OA is coming out to 16, root of 16 plus 9, which is coming out to be 5 centimeter. So this is question number 3. Now we'll be moving to question number 6 bit 2. We are going to discuss question number 6 bit 2. In question number 6 bit 2, it is given that two chords AB and CD are parallel. AB and CD are given parallel, and in which AB length is more. Means the distance from the center you will be finding it is more. AB length is 8 centimeter and CD length is 6 centimeter. So you will be seeing that the distance from the center of CD is more, as the chord length is less, and here the chord length is more, so the distance from the center is less. So from here we have to find these chords are on opposite sides. Means one is on opposite side of center. Means one is here and another is on down. If I am taking one chord on left, the other chord will be on right. So that is opposite, meaning of opposite. So from here we need to find is the distance between the chords. So the distance between the chord is Mn. M and N is the distance between the chord, and we can, so for finding Mn we need to find OM and ON. Now we are seeing that the line through O is perpendicular to the chord, means OM will be perpendicular to AB. So triangle AMO will be a right angle triangle, in which AM will be equal to 4 centimeter. As I told that chord is bisected as the line is passing through O. So AM length will be equal to 4 centimeter and MB will be also 4 centimeter. So from here we can find, as this triangle is also right angle triangle, means OM square plus OAM square will be equal to OA square. Means we have to find OM. We can write OM will be equal to OA square minus AM square. OA value is 5 square and AM value is 4 square. 5 square minus 4 square is 3 centimeter. 25 minus 16 is 3 centimeter we are getting. Now in triangle OCN, this is also perpendicular to the chord CD. So we will be getting CN will be equal to 3 centimeter. CN we can write is equal to 3 centimeter. So we can write ON. We have to find ON. ON plus CN is equal to OC square. Means P square plus B square is equal to H square. That is Pythagoras theorem. So from here we can write ON will be equal to 5 square minus 3 square. Means we can get from here 5 square is 25. OC value is 5 centimeter because it is the radius. This is also the radius, as I told that the distance from the center from the circumference is known as radius. So OC is also radius, O is also radius. If I will be making O and B, this will be also radius. So ON we are getting is equal to 5 square minus 3 square, which is coming out to be 4 centimeter. Now MN will be equal to OM plus ON. OM is 3 and ON is 4. 3 plus 4 is 7 centimeter. So this is question number 6 bit 2. Now we have completed up to this. So your homework is you have to try up to question number 9. If you are having any doubt, then you can ask us in our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you.